Morning, YouTube. Started day 5 in the 100-mile wilderness. One more day to go after today. Oh, hold on a sec. Got a mosquito getting me. Boy, the mosquitoes are bad. So, I stayed at Potawadjo. I can't pronounce it. Shelter last night. I was the only one there. The only one at the shelter. So I didn't stay in it. I tented. As I said last night, I just got there. The tent sites were awesome. There was a privy, obviously, a beautiful spring. You know what? I'm just not in a hurry anymore. I don't need to be. So I just went ahead and stopped. That was still 18 miles, or close to 18 miles. So it's not like I did a short day or anything. So it was just an early day. I had 14 miles done before 2 o'clock, or I mean before 1 o'clock yesterday. So I was moving quick. Alright. Speaking of which, let's see if I can show you. This is the spring. That water is crystal clear. Alright. So anyways, good night last night. Good night's sleep. Pack's getting light and lighter and lighter. So, only have 2 days of food left. So, alright, we'll come back. Okay, so as far as I know, as far as I've seen, this is the only set of metal steps on the Appalachian Trail except, well, that's not on the Appalachian Trail. The, at Amicalola, but that's Tumble Down Dick Stream. Just crossed over. It was a dry crossing. So, there we go. I've lost the trail a couple times today. I mean, not horribly. I didn't go too far, but the trail's been difficult to keep track of today. I don't know why. So today, there's a good chance it's going to rain. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. I don't know if I mentioned earlier, my goal is 18.1 miles today to a shelter. I can't remember the name of it. Then tomorrow, A-Ball Bridge. So this will be my last night in the 100-mile wilderness. Really, tonight's my last night sleeping on the trail. Because tomorrow I plan to be in a campground. Hopefully get a shower. And a burger. And a Coke. And breakfast. So, we'll see. We shall see. Looking at the elevation profile, I've actually got some climbing to do today. Nothing major. But it's not minor either. That's at the end of my day. Then it's kind of up and down a little bit tomorrow. But from what Poet said at Shaw's, the last bit of the trail, at least to Katahdin, or at least to Baxter, or the downstream campground, is flat, soft, and spongy. So, I'm gonna hold him to that. Alright folks, we'll come back later. Alright, so I'm gonna go on a little rant here in the hopes that it'll make me feel better. I am so sick and tired of the bugs. It's unbearable. They're literally driving me mad. So they buzz in my ears. They fly in my eyes. They're biting my elbows. So, I mean, I've put bug spray on. you put your head net on as long as you can stand it. But right now the air is so still and muggy that you can only keep my head net. I can only keep my head net on for so long before I start getting overheated. So then you take it off, and then they fly in your eyes, then they buzz your ears. Then, I mean, it's just a never-ending cycle. And the whole time, I'm going over nothing but roots and rocks. So I know everybody's telling me to enjoy the 100-mile wilderness, but this is not enjoyable. It's not. I know it's going to get better, and it has been better. So, but my goodness, I mean, it's just, look at this. This is what I'm dealing with. This is the trail. Nothing but rocks, roots. So, this rant is lighthearted, by the way. Don't anybody get upset. But, it's a perfect example for those of you who are going to thru hike. You can only get so much information from your guidebook and gut hooks. You look at the elevation profile for the 100-mile wilderness, and there's huge portions. They're just flat as a board. But this is what they're like. So even though they're flat, you can't make any good time on them because you're tripping and falling, you know, and you can't take a full step because you're stepping between rocks or roots. So it's not all like this. But just remember, when you're planning your days and how far you can do and how far you can go, you always got to put some fudge factor in there, especially in Maine. Because mud, let's add that in there. Because you just never know what the actual trail is going to be like. There's been portions through yesterday especially, man, that were a breeze. I did 14 miles before 1 o'clock yesterday. And I really thought it was going to continue into today because the elevation profile is nearly the same, at least for the first 10 miles. So, but, you know, it's just not the case. All right, that's my rant. I'm done with it and I do feel better. So onward. It's a beautiful lake. Beautiful, beautiful. Nice beach. This would actually be a decent camp spot. I would love to get in that water. But my wife has advised me not to with the burn on my foot. So this would be an awesome campsite. So I think we got to go up and over all that. It doesn't look horrible, but it's certainly not as flat as I'd like it to be. But all right, we're gonna keep going. All right, so I'm about 3 miles from the shelter. I tell you, this trail just like this all day has just beat me silly. So it just feels like today has been nothing but just stumbling down the trail. I mean, I can't make any time. I can't, you know, every time I get a rhythm going, I stumble, trip and fall, stub my toe, you know. So I know I'm bitching and complaining again, but today's been a tough day. I thought every day was successively going to get easier. I should have known better than that. So, I mean, as you can see, you can't take a step, a full step. So, anyways, yeah, my feet are hurting today. But, yeah, there's no hope that I'm going to go on after the shelter. I had thought maybe a little bit earlier this morning that maybe I could do 21 today, but it's not possible. It's just not, there's no way. So, whatever time I get to the shelter, it doesn't matter. If it's early, I don't care. I'm stopping. So 18, it still leaves me only 14 tomorrow. So that's good. I can get into, train's good. I could get in there by 2 o'clock, 2 o'clock. Just have to see. If I felt froggy and I wanted to get up early, I could be there earlier, but I don't see a need for that. So I've actually enjoyed sleeping in the last 2 days. And not rushing in the morning to get ready. But okay, we'll come back later. All right, guys. I'm about 1.5 miles from the shelter. I had actually recorded a clip earlier. I deleted it though. It was just pretty much a meltdown. So the terrain hasn't let up all day. The heat, the humidity, the bugs, the fact that I've gone almost 200 miles now without a break. I got stung by a hornet on my back. It got stuck between my pack and my back and stung me. The blisters from the burn on my toes popped. So it's just been a trying day. It's almost over, and I will have at least reached my goal. Although even that in and of itself is frustrating, because I thought I'd only leave myself 14 miles tomorrow, but it's going to be a little over 15, which is still, a short day. But I don't know, there's not much difference between 15 and 14, but it's just all, plays into the mindset I'm in right now. To be honest, I really just want to be done with the 100-mile wilderness. Today has not been beautiful. Even walking by these streams and things, today's been nothing but humid, muggy, bugs, roots, and rocks. So there was just nothing to enjoy today. I know that sounds bad, but I will not look back fondly on this day. So, alright guys. I think this is going to be my wrap up for today. I think it's obvious I don't have anything good to say today. So I'll try to get a good night's sleep, wake up and have a better attitude. Alright, out.